In this day and age, making investments has become not just a trend, but also a way to earn money and plan for your retirement. In fact, many of the wealthiest today made their fortune through investing, and they stayed rich because of said investments as well. It might sound easy, but for beginners who have no idea about investing, it can be quite scary. But not to worry, we've got you covered, as always. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel once again, where today we will be discussing something educational for us all. Whether you're an old-timer or just someone curious, we will be sharing with you all simple steps to start investing in 2021. But before we get to these tips, make sure you've already smashed that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. And when you subscribe, make sure you click the notification bell as well, so you'll get first dibs on our fresh uploads. Pay off your remaining debts. To start things, you need to clear out all your debts first before you make any major investments. Not only does it leave a bad taste in your mouth, but having a debt to pay while you're in the middle of an investment could throw your finances and assets in disarray. Of course, mortgage and student loans are a different thing. What we mean are credit cards and other accumulated bills you should have paid for a while back. These things accumulate interest, so in due time, you'll be paying more than you owe the longer you keep these debts. Another thing that's important that you need to keep in mind is to avoid money traps. We're pretty sure you've seen a gazillion ads of why you should buy the latest iPhone or the latest car or even a bigger house, or much worse, those small habits you've been meaning to put on hold, like eating out or buying the newest pair of shoes. Be wise enough to realize these money traps will keep you from investing and will drain you of your finances quickly. So as soon as possible, learn to spend your money wisely. Set up an emergency fund. After you paid off all your remaining debts, the next thing you want to do is to set up an emergency fund. As soon as you learned how to spend your money wisely, then there's a high chance that you'll probably learn how to save it as well. The first thing you want to do after settling your debts is making your emergency funds, because, from the name itself, you'll need it in case of emergencies. On this day, the majority of us were flabbergasted when the global health situation broke out, and some people were financially responsible enough to establish their own funds. If you get unexpectedly laid off from work, or your business goes bad, it's good to have a portion of your savings that can help you and serves as a cushion to soften the blows. Study the basics about investing. Now finally, here comes investing. Since you've already paid off your debts and made your emergency funds, then the next thing you need to know is to learn all about investing. Of course, no one in their right mind would willingly stake their finances into something they're not familiar with, right? So before you get started, you must learn the basics of investing. When you can buy a company for less than its true value, the value of your investment will grow over time. This is the ultimate goal of investing. Getting started on how to invest. This is a general rule which you've probably heard investors and financial advisors say repeatedly: invest as early as possible. Start when you're young. Although there's no harm in investing in your later years, it's much better to get started at a young age to see solid returns on your money via compound earnings. Compound earnings let your investment returns start earning their own returns. For example, you invest $200 every month for 10 years and earn a 6% average annual return. At the end of the 10 years, you'll have $33,300. Of that amount, $24,200 is money you've contributed. Those $200 monthly contributions, and $9,100 of it is interest you've earned on your investment. Of course, when you're investing, you'll also need to be aware that the market will have its ups and downs, but at the same time, you'll have all these years to ride it out and more years to let your money grow. So as much as possible, start now and start small, then learn it as the years go by. Knowing how much to invest. Another thing you need to think long and hard about is knowing your investment goals, and in doing so, learning how much you want to invest for you to reach that goal. One of the primary things people invest in is retirement. Another rule of thumb when it comes to retirement is that you might want to invest at least 10 to 15% of your salary each year for your retirement, and you should consider your time horizon as well as the amount you need. Check online resources and make use of those available. Now that you have an idea on how to invest as well as how much, you might consider getting in-depth learning about investment. Thankfully, we live in this day and age where almost everything is readily available on the internet and for free. You just need to be diligent enough to search for useful and reliable information. There are plenty of available resources about the stock market out there, if you're willing to go the extra mile to become an investor. From books to blogs to podcasts and even apps, we're pretty sure you'll find the right tool that will aid in your goal to becoming a successful investor. Create create an investment plan. So now that you have a general idea of how an investment works, as well as a goal in mind, what you need to do next is to create an investment plan. But don't go around parading your money in the market just yet. You need to formulate a plan on how you're going to accomplish your goal, and of course, that includes contingencies as well. In general, the best investment plan is suited for your lifestyle, and to do that, you need to do 3 things. 1. Evaluate your current financial standing to understand how much risk you can take. 2. Determine your goals and how long it will take you to realistically achieve them. 3. Figure out which types of investments and strategies are the best way to get you to where you want to be. Opening an investment account. Now that you've figured out your investment plan, you can now decide on what types of investment you will pursue to achieve your goals. The following are the most common types of beginner investments. Investing in stocks for beginners. Considered as the most rewarding of all the options listed here, investing in stocks allows you to profit from owning any publicly traded company that you wish to invest in, since by purchasing an individual stock, you become a partial owner of the company whose stock you purchased. The stock market grows at an average of 7% yearly, but it is possible to achieve much higher returns by investing in hand-selected individual companies. Investing in bonds for beginners. Next up, we have bonds, which can be bought from the government or private companies. Rather than buying ownership in a company, bonds essentially allow you to loan money to the government or a company in exchange for modest returns. On average, bonds offer a return of 2 to 3% per year. Investing in investment funds for beginners. And finally, we have the investment funds, which are a basket of stocks that are overseen by a fund manager. Considered to be built and managed by the so-called financial experts, investment funds usually have a hard time beating the market when you factor in the fees that the fund managers charge to those who invest in their funds. Decide on what kind of investment you want to make. Since you're already informed on the basics of investment, as well as what types are available, you can now decide on what kind of investment you want to make. Investing is more than just picking random stocks in the market and hoping for the best. Strategy is needed here, and luckily, there are a lot of strategies available on the web, such as but not limited to the following. Impact investing. Investing in companies with a measurable environmental or charitable impact. Growth investing. Investing in companies that exhibit signs of above-average growth. Income investing. Investing in securities that pay dividends. Small cap investing. Investing in small companies that are new and potentially grow faster. Value investing. Investing in great companies when they are on sale for prices lower than they are worth. Determine where to invest. Once you've settled all that needs to be done, you can now determine where to invest and start buying and selling stocks, but you must also choose what platform or service you will use to make your investments. For most investors, an online broker will be the best option because online brokers will allow you to place trades for a relatively small fee while still offering all of the resources and information you need to make wise investments. Build a stock watch list. Now you are almost ready for the real deal. If you decided to choose stocks and it works best for you, you can start picking stocks and create your own stock watch list. Basically, this watch list is made up of companies you've researched about and found worthy of your investment. So once you can wait for the companies to go on sale with this. And last piece of advice, consistently do your research, practice, and be patient. And with that, we're wrapping up today's video about the simple steps to start investing in 2021. We hope you not only learned a lot in today's video, but enjoyed it as well. Hopefully, it'll inspire you to find ways to become a successful investor for the future. And always remember, give it time and study the market. Before you go, make sure you've already liked today's video, and don't forget to subscribe with the notifications on as well for more content like this. We'll see you again next time, and thanks for watching.